Look closely at these tracks. They've been sitting in the lunar dust, undisturbed, for over 50 years. This is the landing site of Apollo 17. The last time a human heart beat on the surface of another world was December 1972. But as you watch this, a new countdown has begun. We aren't just going back to visit, we're going back to stay. But this time, it's not just the US and the Soviets. There's a new superpower in the sky, a $1 trillion blue gold rush, and a deadline that is closer than you think. Welcome to the second space race. To understand why we're racing now, we have to look at why we stopped. The first space race was a geopolitical wrestling match. It wasn't about science, it was about technological superiority. Russia took the early lead, first satellite, first dog, first man in orbit. But in 1969, America's Saturn V did the impossible. And then by 1972, 12 Americans had walked on the moon, and then the lights went out. Why? Simple. Money and politics. President Nixon realized the cost behind the mission. The Apollo program cost over $250 billion in today's dollars. The taxpayers' appetite for flags and footprints vanished. The moon became a memory. Until 2013, while the West focused on satellites, China was quietly building a lunar empire. In 2023, they did something no one had done since the 70s. They landed a craft on the moon. Then, they did the impossible, landing on the far side of the moon. China's goal is clear: send humans to the moon by 2030. They've developed the Long March 10 rocket and the Lanyu lander. As President Xi Jinping stated, becoming a space power is their eternal dream. This pushed Washington into a panic. The result? The Artemis program. Right now, as we speak in February 2026, NASA's Artemis II is sitting on Launch Pad 39B. This is the moment of truth. Artemis is a three-step punch. Artemis I, back in 2022, was the uncrewed test. Success. Artemis II, scheduled for March 2026, will send 4 astronauts into orbit around the moon. They won't land, but honestly, they'll go further into deep space than any human in history. And then, Artemis III, coming up in 2027 or 2028, that's the landing. But it's not easy. NASA isn't doing this alone. They've hired Elon Musk's SpaceX and Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin to build the landers. If these private rockets fail, the race is lost. So, why are we fighting over a dead rock? Because actually, the moon isn't dead, it's a gas station. At the Lunar South Pole, in craters that haven't seen sunlight in billions of years, there is water ice. To drink, for astronauts. To breathe, by extracting oxygen. To fly. If you split water, you get hydrogen and oxygen, which is, rocket fuel. If you control the water, you control the gateway to Mars. But there's something even bigger: helium-3. This rare isotope is a potential fuel for clean nuclear fusion. There's enough on the moon to power Earth for centuries. We are no longer looking at a race to plant a flag. We are looking at the colonization of the solar system. The US has the Artemis Accords, 60 nations agreeing on how to behave. China has the ILRS, partnered with Russia. Whoever gets a permanent base down first, sets the rules. If you land there first, you own the infrastructure. Anyone else who wants to land, they might have to ask your permission. The tracks in the dust from 1972 are about to be joined by new ones. The only question is, which flag will be on the suit of the person making them? The moon is no longer a destination. It's the starting line. If you could live on a moon base tomorrow, would you go? Or is this just a waste of billions that we need here on Earth? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe to Life and Nature Matters for more fascinating news regarding space and nature.